What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Rolling with Tony, and today we got a little something different for y'all. A little haircut tutorial on my homie. First one of these, so we're gonna see how it does. First off, I want to say I am a licensed barber, but in no way, shape, or form do I feel like I'm the GOAT. Better than anybody, or I'm top five in the city. None of that. None of that fame stuff, bro. I'm just a regular dude who everybody, I guess, all my clients seem to gas me up, say I can cut or whatever. So I feel like it's time for me to give back. You know what I'm saying? Share the knowledge that I know, and we can grow together. If you cut hair, hopefully you learn from this. If you don't cut hair and you just like watching haircut tutorial videos, by all means, stick through, and we'll hopefully you enjoy. But all right, so right now I'm cutting everything down to a one with the grain using my wall. What are those? The wall seniors, the new ones, the heavy, stupid heavy metal joints. One with the grain all around the head. So let's see. I'm gonna speed this up so we can get through this part. Still going, still going. That one with the grain. Make sure you follow the hair pattern every few strokes. I know, even though I don't do it, comb it down just to make sure you got all the hairs. Even though I don't actually comb after every stroke, as you see, I continuously hit each spot over and over and over and over again. Sometimes I know my clients be annoyed with it, but you know what? It's the price of beauty, baby. Pain is rewarding. Suffer through it and you'll see the end results, man. So still going with the grain, still knocking everything down. I'm real meticulous when it comes to the little things like this. So, take your time, go over it a few times, get it right. I mean, yeah, your client's in a rush, but they ain't too much of a rush, you know what I'm saying, to not get blessed. So take your time. Let's see what we got next. So now we're doing a high drop skin fade. So right now, taking my wireless wall detailers, making that bald line. I know some people normally take their trimmers and like kind of, I guess, edge the line that they're gonna use to cut into their client's head. Sometimes I do that, but I don't know. I was feeling like doing something different today, man. So I just went up with it instead. Then I know what some people's issues with is like when they're watching the OGs out there cutting the all stars, the hitters, and everything. Like even me, when I watch them videos now, I'm just like, bro, these dudes just so perfect. Like all their lines be perfect. Like steps be perfect. Like you feel like you can't be as good as them or anywhere near them because everything just seems so flawless. That was another reason I thought about doing this just for like the common man. Just like right now, you'll see this right side line isn't the same as the left side one, but hey, balled it out. We gonna make the next guideline and every guideline from the here on symmetrical, so everything comes out clean in the end. See, look, that's me seeing right there that the lines are not matching. Dust them off, you know what I'm saying? Don't want the client to be all hairy and itchy. Here, I got the Bronze Series 9. In my opinion, the best shaver I've had this shaver since before uh, the Babulous, the Big Boy Babulous with the AA batteries came out. Supposedly that's a good shaver too, but like I said, I already dropped like 300 for this in the little cleaning station. So I'm like, bro, I'm not about to cash out on another $200 shaver when this one works good for straight hair, curly hair, thick hair, thin hair, cause all types of hair, bro, no cap. Then me, yeah, as you see, I'm telling y'all I'm meticulous. I'm sitting there rubbing the head just to make sure everything is smooth. Like if I feel some stubble, I'll go back, hit it again, rub it again. If not, hit it again. Like I'm not here for perfection. You know, nobody's perfect, but it's the little things. Now we about to jump into the fade. Oh no, I forgot. I'm tripping. After I do my Series 9 to clean up everything, I take my. Forgot the name, excuse me. Forgot the name of this clipper. It's the Babulous Skeleton trimmer, excuse me. Not the first one with the cover on it, but the ones that have like the top all cut off and whatnot. But yeah, I take that and I go over the head again to get that shaver line out and to get any extra hairs that the shaver couldn't pull. Cause guess what? At the end of the haircut, I'm gonna go over that thing again. So as you see, just going through making sure everything's copacetic. Make sure everything's nice and clean. Look at that head, boy. Thing's smooth. You see the smoothness from here. Stop playing with them. And supposedly, I mean, from what my clients tell me, it gives them like an extra day or two of baldness or skinness, or whatever term you want to use. Real meticulous, I'm telling you, real meticulous. Alright, let's see what we got. Now I'm grabbing that big heavy cordless wall senior, opening that thing all the way up. So that's a half, no guard, making like a 3/4 inch, almost inch line or guideline. Why so thick? I, I do my bald line kind of thicker than the rest. Sometimes thinner depending on the hair texture. I don't know, I'm weird. But for the most part, I always make it a little beefier so I can fully blend out that bottom line. And then I can also still start to throw in my fade at the top of the half line, the line where I made up to. And I'm not like everybody else. I don't know how to fade top down. I was taught to fade bottom up. So now I'm grabbing my cordless designer. I want to say the cordless designer, like the gold edition. And what I'll do is I'll take the clipper like a quarter of the way open, so like 25% of the way, and I'll just scoop that bottom line out. Like just hit the bottom line. That's it. Do it no more. Like once you do that, you're gonna see that you push that line up about halfway. And then once I push that line up halfway, I'll take it to like a 75, like not fully open, but like a quarter of the way from being fully open. And I'll blend out the rest of that from that half that I just made to the half of the guideline to the top of the darkness or the bulk. So every time you see me take a few strokes, and then I'll hit the. See, I'm forgetting the name of the I hit the lever. I 75 it. As you see, I'm working not complete sections, but I'll just do a little piece by little piece, break it down, Open it up, keep going. I'll actually put some type of, I guess, like commentary or closed caption at the bottom or somewhere on the screen after I do this voiceover. So if I'm not making sense, you can just read what I'm doing. And then also, I'm telling you, I'm super meticulous. Even though I'm going through fading, I'll do it in sections, but I won't leave that one section until it's, if not perfect, up to my highest standard, very, very close to that standard. Because I'll come back and I'll do more detail work after I finish the whole guideline. I'll come back, do more detail work, and then I'll go to the next guideline. Still working around the fade. 25-75. 25-75. That's all I do. Take a guideline, open it, 25-75, take it out. Make a guideline, 25-75, take it out. Also, I see that this is kind of far back from my liking, so as we get, or as I get better with this, I'll be definitely zooming in a lot closer so you can actually get more of a detail factor in the tutorials as well. My client had a long night, plus it was kind of late in the Sunday. Shop was closed, so I was like, hey bro, come through, let me shoot this video real quick. He obliged, so here we are. Appreciate you for coming through. Short notice, my brother. Still 25-75, going around doing a little detail work, little trigger play, as they say. Still at it. I think at this point I'm going back, doing some detail work, just being extra. I don't know why I'm like this. I strive for perfection. I'm weird, but as humans, we aren't perfect. Can't stress that enough. Right here, I got that one guard open on that big heavy wall, senior. So that's the one guard with the lever all the way open, making another inch, 3/4 inch, whole inch guideline. Making sure that thing is in there. I know, excuse my coughing. I know it's in this step it's gonna get hard to see your guideline in some spots, but if you really, really focus in, zoom in, like I want to say zoom in. I guess really just focus. There's the word. Focus on the lines that you're making. Focus on your stroke, making sure you're not going too high or too crazy. If you look close enough, I promise you, you can see it all the way around. Still, once I finish the majority of one side, I normally go back on the other side and finish it off. Sometimes you gotta go. Sometimes. Most of the time, you're gonna have to go against the grain with a person with waves, because you can't cut hair if you're cutting it in the direction it grows. have to cut it, or not grows, not only grows but laying. If you're trying to fade the waves and you're cutting with the waves, you're not gonna really fade too much. I mean, yeah, you'll knock down it, like start knocking it down, making it thinner, but it's easier to just cut against it to fade it out. So right here, since I just took that one guard open off, I came down, put the half guard on my designer, 2575. Same rules, no matter what it is. If I'm making a guideline, make the guideline. I'm telling you, 2575. It'll get that line out. 25 it just to get that, flick that bottom line out, that bottommost thick line. 75 it the top, the rest of the way till you get to your bulk or the top of your guideline that you just made. I'm telling you, it'll put you in the game every time. As long as you making sure you're not going straight up when you're fading or taking out your guideline. Flick out. Make sure you flick out or scoop, pull away, whatever term that makes it more understandable for you. For me, it's a flick out. A flick out. You can kind of see it, kind of not really from the angle. But as you see, take a few strokes and then brushing. A few strokes, brushing. A few strokes, brushing. 2575 around the whole head when you're taking out the guideline. Matter of fact, my next video I'm gonna post, I'm gonna do a close up on the clipper what I mean by 2575, so you can see firsthand from now on your clipper what I mean by 2575. See, look how that thing coming out. You can see it's already fading in itself, bro. Like effortless. You see it. It's a slow process, but we getting there. We ain't in no rush, baby. Sorry for the little glitch out. The camera started recording, so I had to hit the record button again. Look at that. Look at that. You see it. It's fading from the bottom up. You see the fade. Don't play with the kid. 2575. 2575. You gonna get tired of me saying it. 2575. You see how hard the line is. Guess what gets it out? That 25. That 75. Look. You see it right before your eyes. No gimmicks, no games, no smoke and mirrors. It's right here. What more do you want? That little detail work just to make sure we extra crispy. Yes, sir. On to the next. Also, you may think I'm real weird for only doing like little quarter inch, not even quarter inch sections. Those are like eighth of an inch sections around the head. But honestly, I do that so I know everything flows. I know I was taught, shall I say, to go around the whole head and then come back and then like finish the blend out and then go to the next step. Now I see a lot of barbers these days that do like a 50-50. They'll cut you, bald you out, then like either if not do all the steps on one side, they'll, after they bulge you out, they'll just fade one side and then fade the other side, or even some fade each side and then fade the back. So it's just personal preference. This is my personal preference because I'm not taking off more than I like, getting ahead of myself, I guess you could say. It's all just real compressed, and I can work in this little section and make sure everything is right in this little section before I continue. Light died. The irony. Need to get some more lights so I don't run into this problem. Probably also another camera too at some point. Get a different angle. Yeah, you see the difference with that light now. Boom. Back at it. Guess what? 2575. Yep. Pretty sure y'all already knew. You knew that was coming. But again, I'm just sharing the knowledge that I have currently from the, what is it, 6 years? 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, 6 years. I've been cutting for 6 years. No prior knowledge, just 6 years, including barber school. So 2575, we still getting in there, working that thing out. You see it. You see it. You see Le Blade. I'm about to call myself McCafe. Cause I'm out here blending these fades, man. Yes, you see it. Now I'm gonna take that 1.5 guard, open that thing all the way up. So that's a small 2, for those who don't know. 1.5 plus half. Where I get the plus half from, that's the guard. The clipper open, no guard. So that's 0.5 plus the 1.5 is 2. But this 2 and the 2 guard aren't the same. This one's a smidget smaller. What I'm going to do with this small 2, I'm going to just take out the bulk from the top. The rest of the bulk. Just start thinning it out because I ain't trying to go too far onto the ridges of his head. Just start slowly thinning it out. You'll see me break it down slowly. Still the one open, the 1.5 open, I'm sorry. Spinning them around just to make sure the darkness I see isn't just glares or shadows. On to the next little portion. Continuing to lighten up the bulk from the top. Going crazy. I try not to be too heavy-handed, I guess would be the correct term. People says I know it probably looks like I'm going crazy, but I haven't had any complaints. Try to keep a light slash firm hand. Right here, I went back to the wall senior with the one open just to lighten it up a little bit more. I see that line right there, so I'm gonna just focus on getting that out or lightening it up as much as possible. See it unfolding, man. You see it. Now I'm just hitting that little bottom line out from the two open with the one open. You see it unfolding, man. Slowly but surely. You see it. Back to that two, that small two. Doing a little trigger play. Lighting things up in the area. Back to the wall. One open. Little trigger play. Get into it. Yes, sir. You see it. Yes, sir. We here, baby. Halfway there. Stay with me, guys. We halfway there. Alright. Boom. Attacking that bulk. Trying to lighten it up as much as possible. Get the thing matching to the side next to it. You see it. You see the blend right next door. Don't play with me and these clippers, man. I'm out here something slight with it. Attacking the line. Attacking it. Boom. To the wall. One open. Don't blink. Nah, I ain't gonna say that. It's not that quick. But you see the blend approaching. It's getting lighter and lighter. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Probably need to start charging. I need to start taxing, man. Watching this video and everything just looking too pretty. Boy. Gassing myself up. I'm feeling myself watching this video. Back to this small two. Getting to it. Yes, sir. Look at that. It's happening. Splendiferous. On to the next. Continue. Back to the two. Small two. 1.5 open. Against the grain. Gotta attack the waves. Don't be scared of it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Look at it. To the one open on the wall senior. Gorgeous. Look at it. Back to the small two. Yes, sir. I love it. Attacking the ball. Lining it up. Make sure you pay attention to your teeth when you doing this. You don't want you to go too high on the ridge and end up making a whole nother line. That's why I'm using it at an angle, using the edge of the teeth, the corner of the teeth, the corner of the blade, however you know it, prefer it. Camera start recording again. So plus battery went out again. So it's always dope. Just see, it's just something like need this last little piece that we on. Back at it with the small tube. Still attacking the boat. 25. The 1.5 guard. Just the light in the bottom a little bit more. Back to the one open. Still using the corner of the blade. Getting in there. Yes, sir. No Campbell's. I mean, I could hop out the chair with no lineup, just to fade and still pull them. No lineup needed, just off the strength of the fade. Look at it. Here's that meticulousness I told y'all about. Making up birds at this point too. Hitting them extra details. You see it. You see the blend though. You see the fade. I doubt you. I doubt you. Yes, sir. Here. I think this is where I saw like some hair that was like stuck to his head, so I had to brush it all weird to get it off his scalp. Stuck to the skin. Boom. Now lineups, I must admit, are not my strong suit at all. For sure. But I mean, I'm not the worst at them. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I ain't here lining up people with a gold spoon or nothing, but I can give them something decent, something crispy enough to complement the fade, if anything. Right here, I'm using a little technique, spraying some alcohol on the skin to lighten it up or dry it up per se, to clean out everything on the pores. This is also a little cheat code on how some barbers get the ash line when they line dudes up or lining anybody up. I'd say. Start in the middle, pick a side to work to. Just keep attacking. Once you find that whichever side you want to go to, left or right, just keep going straight across. Make them boxes. Yes, sir. Do some hood on that lineup. Yes, sir. Getting all the extra little hairs, the vellus secondary hairs off the forehead. Make sure my man's is stupid clean. Yes, sir. Alright. Try to. Ooh, look at that. Something slicey. I told you. My joints ain't golden spoon, but it's top 3. A little bronze on the podium, if anything. Yes, sir. like I said, it's lineup game's something slight, man. Nothing too crazy. I need to get better at them. Still watching and taking notes and everything. Knowledge is power, man. Knowledge is power. Getting those extra hairs off the forehead. It's the little things, simple details. I think I was about to do the razor work right here, but I think I cut that off to make it another video just to include it with some bonus content. Yep, there it is. Skip right over it. That's after the razor work. One last check of that fade. Yes, sir. Before I hand the customer the mirror, I always do another little check. Bag out. How I got him looking. Look how I got him looking. Yes, sirski. You see it. Something slight. Something ever so slight. Nothing too crazy. Slight. Appreciate y'all for sticking with me through the video, through the tutorial. Hopefully you guys learned something from this and, take something from it, apply it to your cutting, or, maybe in the future show one of your barbers a video and be like, yo, cut my hair like this type gig. But appreciate y'all yet again. Y'all be safe out there. Stay tuned for the next video. You know who it is. It's Rolling with Tony.